Good morning, brothers and sisters. This morning I'm going to read a few verses from 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and 1 Corinthians chapter 4 from the New King James Version this morning. I think in chapter 3 I'm going to start over here in verse 7. And I'll probably try to read the whole chapter, the rest of the chapter, but we'll see. It says, "So then neither he who plants is anything, nor he who waters, but God who gives the increase. Now he who plants and he who waters are one, and each one will receive his own reward according to his labor, to his own labor. For we are God's fellow workers. You are God's field. You are God's building. According to the grace of God which was given to me as a wise master builder, I have laid the foundation, and another builds on it. But let each one take heed how he builds on it. For no other foundation can anyone lay than that which is laid, which is Jesus Christ. Each one builds on that foundation. Each one. Now, if anyone builds on this foundation with gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, or straw, each one's work will become clear, for the day will declare it, because it will be revealed by fire. And the fire will test each one's work of what sort it is." You think you're getting through the fire? You ain't making it through the fire. We're all going through that fire. It says, because the fire is what will test each one's work of what sort it is. If anyone's work which he has built on it endures, he will receive a reward. If anyone's work is burned, he will suffer loss, but he himself will be saved, yet so as through fire. Do you not know that you are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwells in you? If anyone defiles the temple of God, God will destroy him, for the temple of God is holy, which temple you are. Let no one deceive himself. If anyone among you seems to be wise in this age, let him become a fool, that he may become wise. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with God. For it is written, He catches the wise in their own craftiness. And again, the Lord knows the thoughts of the wise, that they are futile. Therefore let no one boast in men, for all things are yours. All things are yours, whether Paul or Apollos or Cephas, or the world, or life, or death, or things present, or things to come, all are yours. And you are Christ's, and Christ is God's. That was the end of chapter 3. And I'm going to read a few of the first verses of chapter 4 as well, because I think this is extremely important. It says, "Let a man so consider us as servants of Christ and stewards of the mysteries of God. Moreover, it is required in stewards that one be found faithful." This is what I wanted to get to right here. It says, "But with me, it is a very small thing that I should be judged by you. It is a very small thing that I should be judged by you, or even by a human court. In fact, I do not even judge myself. For I know of nothing against myself. Yet I am not justified by this, but he who judges me is the Lord." Let me reread that. "But with me it is a very small thing that I should be judged by you, or by a human court. In fact, I do not even judge myself, for I know of nothing against myself. Yet I am not justified by this, but he who judges me is the Lord. The Lord justifies. The Lord does the judging." Therefore judge nothing before the time until the Lord comes, who will both bring to light the hidden things of darkness and reveal the counsels of the hearts. Then each one's praise will come from the Lord. All right, that was verse 1 through 5. This is my point in this video this morning. It says, we are God's fellow workers. You are God's field, and you are God's building. I am God's building. We've each laid the foundation of Jesus Christ in this building. And if the works that we build on top of him are not worthy of him, they will be burned in the fire and we will suffer loss. Don't judge anyone else's works until it's time. Like he said, don't judge early. What are we doing judging early? Why are we judging our brothers and sisters early? As if we're the judge, jury, and executioner here. We're not. We are fellow brothers and sisters building on that same foundation. It says, now if anyone builds on this foundation with gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, or straw, each one's work will become clear, for the day will declare it, because it will be revealed by fire, and the fire will test each one's work of what sort it is. And if anyone's work endures, he will receive a reward. Do you not know that you're the temple of God? You're God's field. You are God's building. You are Christ's, and Christ is God's. And all things are yours. All things are yours. The Lord knows the thoughts of the wise, that they are futile. But with me it is a very small thing that I should be judged by you, or by a human court, in fact. I do not even judge myself. I love you all, brothers and sisters. You have a blessed, wonderful day. Stay strong in the Lord, and Jesus loves you. He loves you. He really loves you. And he said, if you love me, keep my commandments. That's Jesus' words. If you love me, keep my commandments. Jesus loves you.